Hi, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for January 2019. January, next year. A chance to begin again. Let me tell you what I did real quick. I decided to do a spread for January. I did this for the twin flame. It was a spread that just came out of me, and it just flowed so naturally. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to see if I can cut back the time a little bit by having the cards out. I think you guys all trust me by now that, I do it the exact same way, whether I hit record or not. So these all came out by themselves, and I have to say, I like this because I have messages just jumping out at me. So I have a feeling we'll get many more messages this way. And I have quite the love story going on. Um, Circa 1932, um, World's Fair, and we'll get into that. Okay, we're going to start with. Oh, by the way, this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Um, definitely. I don't like to exclude anyone. So whatever planets, whatever drew you here, and that's your intuition, and that's the type of reading we're doing. So trust in that, okay? Really trust in that. By the way, the number 33 is just ooh, popping out at me. I've been seeing 33 everywhere. And maybe it is before your reading, since bam, it's right there in front of my face. Um, and I have on each side of the spread, I use different decks. I use the Universal Tarot over here, and I use the Crystal Vision over here. And in the middle, oh man, what cards did I use? Whispers of Love. And I'm going to be showing, we'll pick these up. Anyway, on both sides, we have the same card. And that's exactly why I use different decks. I just love this, guys. I love this spread. So, okay, let's get into it. Um, anyone, anyone, whatever brought you here, welcome. I'm glad you found me. I definitely feel like there are so many messages, so we're going to get into it. And let's just go with the flow. Go with the flow. Beautiful. I decided to hold it today because I wanted to really feel that vibration. Because I'm really feeling your spread. Okay, let's get started. Let's just jump right into it. So I'm picking up similar or different, so many messages. Let's start with the love story I'm picking up. So I am picking up on, and I feel like it's New York. I definitely know it's the World Fair. I don't know if the World Fair is in 1932. I do know that's the year my father was born, so my father may even be helping me here. Um, but 1932 is the year, so just take yourself back there. We're at the World Fair, and I have two crafters. So you're not at the World Fair to enjoy the World Fair, you're there to work. And I have two separate people here who both have their own craft. And I have I'm just going to say the masculine, but it's more the masculine energy over here who I feel like is building something, who builds things that are solid, steady, and, I just feel like rock steady. And then I have the feminine energy over here, and I feel like what she's creating, it's made of silk and it's flowy and and it's beautiful, and they both have their beauty, but they are different, but similar because they're both artists. And yeah, so you're there to sell your goods, and you both have your I don't know, your station, I don't know what you would call it, um, your own little area that you had to buy and you had to purchase. And for on either side, it wasn't easy, very similar energy, like the struggle to earn enough money to then have this station within the World Fair. Now, Joe, real quick, I just want to say maybe someone's saying this to themselves. So, the World Fair is in Chicago, and it may have been, but for some reason in this story, we're in New York, and we're definitely at the World Fair. I can't wait to get offline and look it up, or get on, or what I'm saying. Anyway, so getting there was a real accomplishment, but there's a real talent within both here. Um, you know, is this twin flame? I have to tell you, no, this is soulmate energy. And the reason why I'm being told it's soulmate energy is because someone needs to get the word twin flame out of their vocabulary. Because wow, I just realized here is the world. Well, it's the wheel, but it just looked like the world. Here's the world. This is definitely the World Fair. Wow. Anyway, um, yeah. So what I'm feeling is if I if I okay, this is a love story that is so beautiful, and it is about to repeat itself in a similar fashion. This is not just for one person. And I want you to think of the World Fair and how large that is. Similar stories are going on everywhere. This is soulmate energy, and this turns into a love story that is so great that if I was sitting here thinking, wow, or if I could really read energy, and I'm like, well, this it's not my twin. Should I wait? Because I don't feel like, well, I have the masculine approaching the feminine, and I feel like okay, I gotta calm down. It's like one message at a time, please. Okay. This is about a love story within your 3D. This is a love story that you feel. You can feel it. Um, this is a love story that didn't open up easily. This masculine had to almost prove himself in some fashion to her. Her back is to him, his is towards her. And so there was persuasion that had to go on, but he persuaded her. And remember, this is you, okay? I want you to picture yourself in there. I want you to picture, as I say it, picture yourself there. If it fits, if you feel it, you get chills, it's your story. But this, definitely has victory over here. And I just love this feeling over here of strong and protective, everything. Wow. I just looked at her wheel, and that, I don't know why, it looks like a Ferris wheel in the World Fair. Wow. Okay. Let's try to move this forward now because in the middle here, I'm sorry, I got right into the reading. Um, I didn't really explain to you what I was doing here. So the three cards down the middle, which are the Whispers of Love, quite beautiful. This is a pack of oracle cards I bought off of Hay House, hayhouse.com. Quite beautiful. I loaned my daughter my romance angel cards. So I thought, you know what, I should just get myself another deck. And I'm so glad I did. I don't normally get oracles, but anyway. So this is almost like the advice. And then I just spread off of that. And I have this line as our current energy. This as the energy we're leaving. We've already left, and a lot of times the lesson is also within that, because you have to learn whatever that lesson is to then, boom, move to the next level. You can even look at this as like, 3D, 4D, 5D. And up top, we do have the outcome. And I like to say it as the potential outcome, right? Because everywhere in here, we have free will. So this is the potential. And how do you get to your greatest potential? Well, right now it's telling me by choosing love. You always have a choice as to what you should do. And the card says choose love. Number 21. Wow, that's the number of the world card. Hello. Here, okay, so this is showing me that this love affair is opening back up again. So these are soulmates who have been together. And listen, again, it's not twin flame. I'm not going to exclude that, but it's important that I say soulmate. Okay, anyway, I don't know why I keep saying that. There's an energy of reaching the mountaintop. That's what I feel like. I'm reaching the mountaintop. Um, and I feel like really what it's saying here is, this may be talking about this love affair that's coming back together, but it may be general for everyone. Is, for some, this is the beginning of climbing this new mountain. This new mountain, but this mountain that you're climbing metaphorically, um, has beautiful surprises along the way. Pockets of joy and love and experience. It's a new mountain. It's showing me that you reach this mountaintop, and this mountaintop that you're climbing is unlike a few mountaintops you've just had to climb. This mountaintop, I don't know. Like, it's about love. It's about love. And not just romance, but there is a romance. I mean, it's everywhere. And again, I feel like I'm going back in time. And now I'm at like this beautiful, I don't know if I want to call it a garden party because it's like in the evening and there are like lights strung up. There's like, I don't know. But I'm trying to think like the era feels like 1910 because I feel like the long, cumbersome gown dresses that they wore back then, beautiful, but man, I couldn't have fit into that time period because I would have been the way I am now. Ugh, I can't stand things touching my neck. I'm all about comfort, so I couldn't imagine. But anyway, it's almost like this mountaintop is past life energy, like different time periods of your existence. And it's almost like as you're climbing this mountain, you are seeing and like experiencing it again. Um, So weird. I just looked over at my door and I don't know what it is. There's something on my door and it looks like a butterfly, but it's not a butterfly. It's not. It's like just a mark, but it looks just like a butterfly. So for someone, I just want you to know that. Um, hmm, okay. It's like directly in front of me too. So it wanted me to see it, and I don't know what it is. Okay, let's jump down here and let's start opening this up with the cards. Everything else more is just channeled, but let's bring the cards, the actual cards, into it now. So we're looking at your recent past, and what you've gone through. And I do see that I have someone over here who is missing someone who left them. I feel like they left you, if you're that person, they left you quickly. And I feel like the way they left was, I mean, I don't like it at all. Maybe it was for someone else, I don't know, but I feel like something pulled them out that way, a different way. And they went very quickly. And there doesn't seem to have been closure over this because I have someone who's focusing on that. And I feel like what you keep focusing on is how they left you and how they left you, how they left you. And I get that because when someone passes over, that's the kind of energy you get too. And that's what I'm feeling here. Like, you go through every scenario and I should have done this different, I should have done that until you stop and realize that everything that happens has happened for a reason. You're right where you're supposed to be. That's how you get through that. So someone's going through that right now. Um, but I have to say for you, and maybe it is for exactly the way they left you. You need to take that on. You need to see that because you may be focusing on it, but you're not breaking it apart. You're feeling it too much, and you're not looking at it for who you are. You know, you are everything, right? Um, you are the center of the universe, and no one has a right to treat you the way that you were just treated. But you need to break that apart so you can see, and maybe you've been hanging on for too long, staying in the anger, but there's still this want. I don't feel like this want is pure. So what I mean by that is I don't feel like, yes, guys, I will start showing you the cards. I feel like someone was like, just show me the cards. Patience. Um, anyway, so you're focusing on this person who left you so abruptly, may have left for another person. I don't feel like, maybe you don't know. I don't know. Because I feel like you're kind of sitting in an illusion and you got to break out of that. The advice is to appreciate the moment you're in. And I have to say, I also feel for you, you maybe you feel as a twin flame or something. Um, but you're looking at it backwards, is what I just heard. You're looking at it backwards. Have you ever considered that this person was pushed out of your life by universal energy because there's something much better coming in? And if the universe or divine, your ascended family members, um, if they feel like this is not the right energy, this is not a soul contract, I gotta help you move out of it. And sometimes it takes something abrupt. to snap us out of the way someone was treating you. I have this person's back against yours, so I don't feel like you're losing a whole lot, but you're so stuck in the way they left. I get it. Um, okay. So your message is there's something much better coming in, and try to take on that perspective, right? Um, Especially if this world fair energy relates to you. I'm like 8 and 8, as above, so below. Affinity, affinity. This love never died, and it never will. It never died, and it never will. And I feel like some of you may be having like this feeling. You can even be in a relationship, but you have this feeling of emptiness, loneliness, even if you are surrounded by people. And you know, it is a hmm, it is each other's energy that you're missing. That's what's causing this loneliness, even if I'm surrounded by people who love me. So what should I do? Well, this energy, I just have to say one more thing. So because I have people here, particularly females, maybe some males too, but I'm really picking up right here, like particularly females, that there's a lot of energy of looking back and looking back and looking back. But what I feel is what is behind you, or I should say, what is in front of you. But yet you can't see it. But the energy is available. It's like it's there. Um, and for some of you, even the love story is there. It's around you, but you're not seeing it. You may not be considering certain people. And I feel like that is why I'm saying don't think about a twin flame, because we have so many soulmates. And I want you to think of that like we can be with more than one soulmate. It depends on our contracts, right? But we can, maybe we have 3 soulmates we're with. But each one was a great love story in itself. And you could have missed it. You could have missed it. And I feel, again, I need to go back to him and how he was not going to give up. He wasn't going to give up. Page of Pentacles underneath that. Wow. I like that. I feel like that's saying she's going to take on an adventure. This woman is going to take on it. Yes, she is. She's taking on an adventure. Look at this. Sometimes I love reading the back of a deck. I feel like this is what's in my subconscious, maybe, or this is what she's thinking about as she's focusing on her work. I feel like he's making a proposal of them traveling together, but not in the way she's used to. It's an intuitive call, which means there's a choice. She could just as easily say no as she could say yes. And if she says no, then her life goes on, right? But you chose yes. And I'm glad you did. You chose back then, and you will be choosing again. Wow, I just, I hate to say you will, because I don't like to say I make predictions ever. I don't like that. I'm reading the energy, the potential. But here I feel like I'm saying, I feel like you will. So I feel like this is about just taking on the adventure and forget what lies ahead. Listen, forget what lies ahead because the adventure is right in your present moment and will continue. Every moment is a new moment, right? Every moment, you know, you never know. It's unknown. This is the high priestess. I feel like what you're saying is, maybe you could tune in intuitively and know more. Look at this. At the high priestess, right under the high priestess. You can also look at this like doing shadow work, you know. Sorry, going within, doing the shadow work. And then no, it's just floating on a feather. It's just floating on a feather. A weight feather. So I feel like it's saying, say yes. And again, I just want to know, I know you can't see the cards that great, but what I'm seeing is a lot of backs turned away from new opportunities. Capricorn, for you, your energy does not exist in the past. It exists, but it is not, this is about starting new. You have two twos up here in your present moment. So it is something that you think about. It's a choice you're going to make of allowing yourself to have a new start. There's something that's pulling you, but there's also something that's holding you back. Wow. It's opposing forces. One wants to pull you forward and the other's trying to pull you back. Um, you know, I don't feel like this is a fight or an energy that I need to fight spiritually. I feel like this is an energy I need to fight within my mind, within my thinking. I feel like this is energy, these are thoughts that I've created. So I just need to uncreate them. I need to change them, right? Flip them over. Okay. Each and every situation has an opportunity to grow and find love. I just love that. Choose love. You always have a choice as what you should do. So I have many of you, I have the energy of things starting to move in a different direction now. And I feel like it's a very, very, very good energy because, again, the analogy of you climbing that mountain, and it just seems so interesting. Like, I hope I'm on that mountain too, because I don't know. It's almost like having a review over your life, and you're seeing like different time periods, but you're seeing the best parts of it. You're seeing love stories, but you're also seeing families and strangers. But it's all like just love. But there's something that you have to clear up in your mind. So I feel like where I begin is within my thoughts. Like, what do I keep telling myself? It's the energy of, I don't know why I'm picking this up, but like the energy of, being beaten down, and taking any energy of what other people had said about you, felt about you, how other people made you feel, whether that was big or small. But now it's time to let that go. It's time to let it go. So this is about starting a new path where I have to realize that my lessons have been learned. And if they haven't, I will repeat it. It will come back to me in some other way, different form, but it will come back. But if I allow myself to, if I open myself up to that maybe analogy, then I realize when that mm, lesson comes again, I see it. I realize what it is, and I move through it very quickly. So it's almost like a choice, you know. It's almost like I feel like don't put off to don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. And I don't know why I'm saying. I really would love your feedback about the spread. Let me guys know what you think. I think I'm going to do everyone's this month for January for. By the way, today's the 27th, and I wanted to get your spread out so much earlier. I really apologize. It was just hectic. Okay. So yeah, I definitely love your feedback because you're the first. You're the first. So I gotta say, so your reading, Capricorn, is a lot about healing. And don't look at healing as just a word. You know what I mean? Like healing. I need to heal it. Yeah, I need to heal it. How do I heal it? You know, I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to. Sometimes you just need to forget it. Sometimes you just need to let it go. Because what I feel like is some of the things that, maybe you feel like you're trying to heal, they will heal on their own if you just move forward. Because new developments will come in. Great things are coming in that whatever it is here I'm trying to heal would eventually have healed on its own. Okay. So that's pretty specific for someone. Maybe for all of us. I have the full energy moving forward. The full. Perfect example of what you're being asked or you're being enlightened to. The energy that would best suit you going forward. And I do feel like it's an enlightenment. But what it is, I feel like, this is you just letting a lot of burdens go. You're letting them go. You're dropping them. You're just letting them go. It's like you're just letting them fall over the mountainside, right? Just right over the cliff. Because very few things, it's almost like very few things are needed going forward. But I feel like this knapsack is more of the lessons. And, I shouldn't even say that because when I think of the fool's not thinking about healing and lessons. The fool is thinking about the journey that's in front of me, the adventure, what lies ahead of me. The fool can be foolish. The fool can move into something rather quickly, but that's because the fool is a kid. The fool lives from their inner child. It's beautiful, great energy to adapt, to take on. And Capricorn, you being Earth, much like myself, Virgo, this energy can be difficult sometimes. Though once you do it, you're great at it because you're just great at it. It's the leap into the fool is where some of you, like, and myself included, can pull back. So this is about, and I love that the fool was walking away from the world card, because I know the fool is returning. The fool is showing us that this is about a new time period, a new journey. The fool's letting one period go, almost like I'm seeing this world card as a lifetime completed. And it's almost like being reborn, boom, into this next lifetime. And that's now and today. So maybe this is how you need to think. I also have the energy for you guys of repeating lifetimes, but not for lessons. Those lessons, those lessons were learned with these two people. What these two people did, what you did by moving forward with this energy, is you opened that door to the future possibility. You opened the door. I feel like if you would have said no, that door would have, that book contract done. There's still so much. So, wow, so Fetterman like had a lot resting in her decision. Okay. You have a lot of twos, guys. So the Fool is entering this new period. Maybe even taken on, like within your imagination of, this is a new life. Like I'm entering in a new era and it is a new year. Letting 2018 close and welcoming 2019. So he's walking into the Two of Pentacles. And I have to say, I don't feel like this is, I feel no heaviness here whatsoever. I feel like this is just saying, I get to make the decisions. I get to decide the way I want my life to go. And as I take on more and more of this full energy, new things open up to me, new possibilities just keep presenting themselves. Look at his outfit. I don't know. I feel a world fair here. Huh. Wow. And it is like he's juggling. He's got these opportunities, right? Always. It just feels like always. Because why would you not want to repeat? It's energy. Just look at that card. Look at the female here. Overlooking. Watching over. Wow. I'm loving your reading. 21. World. Joy. Doing it again. And I feel like, what? What am I going to be doing again? It's your choice. It literally will be your choice. But remember, the decision I'm making forward, give my inner child a chance to be part of that decision. Like, what's good for my inner child? Not just what's good for the pocketbook, what's good for this. I feel like, if you got a chance to go on any type of adventure, do it. Because I feel like you're going to find adventure around like every corner. Some fantastic and some small, but each one of them holds this lighthearted energy to it. Wow, it just feels like a great time, guys. You know, again, the eights here. This is about spiritual connection, and I feel like this is just saying, especially because I feel like the Eight of Pentacles is really about the energy within the 3D. It's energy I can count on. So, you know, spirit walks along with you anyway. But this is about, for some of you, it's like, I don't know why I feel this way. It's weird because I feel like here, I feel like my spirituality is overshining the experiences within my 3D world. So I'm so concentrating on learning about the way of the world that I'm not spending enough time experiencing the way of the world. Wow, that could go for me too. Okay. We haven't even really gotten to this side yet. Wow. Okay, so, and some of this I can definitely see is just moving over. I wish you could see the cars better, but, we'll figure it out. Okay, so again, let's go back to choosing love. On this end, I have the Queen of Swords, and I have the Page of Swords. What's standing out to me is the crows. So there is energy coming in. There's a message coming in. There's something coming in. Again, in the 3D. In the 3D. In the wintertime, I like that. I like that. So this is telling me, and you roll winter. And I'm thinking Gemini. Well, I don't know why I'm thinking Gemini, but I'm feeling like Gemini. Gemini is where your voice lies. Why am I saying that? I have no clue. Gemini is where your voice lies. You may want to watch a couple Gemini videos. Gemini energy. Duality. Split. You split. You definitely split between something. And it is about gaining your voice back. There's 5 crows here. And I look directly above it, it's the 5 of Cups. And it's very similar. The cups down here. Okay, let me get my other hand here. Okay, so we got the cups, right? Above, 2 below, 3 above, 2 below. This is the energy, this is healing. The butterflies, again, really standing out, especially that butterfly over on my door. Gemini. So some of you are connected to Gemini, or you have Gemini very strong within your chart. Because again, I have that energy of where your voice lies. Torn. You may be dealing with Gemini of your past. So, who's the news coming in from? Well, the one thing I know, it's news that you want. It's energy that you want. It's something that you have wanted. Um, you know, mm, there's something about you speaking your truth. You have something new coming in. There's something new coming in. I feel like it's coming in because it is meant to come in. So I have destiny playing out here. Again, I have that energy of overcoming, gaining my voice. And I feel like for some of you, this is about someone coming in. Um, however it's coming in, it is a form of satisfaction for you, for sure. And it's showing me that it's energy that allows you to move forward. And this is you putting your burdens down. This is you walking away from that. This is you following intuition. Again, it's a nice mix of intuition and 3D energy. You have that tool, why not use it, right? You got the ball now, put it to use. Boom, 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 It's your ball. You know, hit a home run, get a touchdown. So, you know, okay. It's like pick up the cards. Again, I have the energy of walking away. This is energy of not being in a great place, like I'm just not in a great mental place. You know, that energy of people just not understanding you or arguing with you, not just lovers, but family. And I don't know, I'm picking this up strongly. Like some of you just have been in that energy of, leave me alone. Like the Queen of Swords. Just leave me alone. And that is exactly what she's doing. Um, again, Gemini, and I feel not just about if you have Gemini, but there's something about a Gemini connection with Capricorn. And some of you may just be a Gemini that's here. Anyway, this is you finding your voice. And this is you because you're coming from the energy of choosing love, right? Here's my decision. I can make this decision intuitively, but this is about living within my 3D world. I have to say, if you haven't seen my twin flame reading, and that's what you're really into, definitely go watch it because it was quite beautiful. But this is not about twin flames here. But that just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Like right now, especially this energy. What's a twin flame? That's what I'm letting all those kind of things go right now. My feet are firmly planted on the ground. Energy of what I was focused on is my past, is emotions, is love. All this got scrambled up, right? Within my body, within my head. Like a sword. That initial, that initial cut. It's hard to get over that. But you can. And it's showing me, I feel like this is the person of the past's energy. And for some of you, I feel like, be careful here because I do feel like you have the energy of, look at that. It's almost like this energy, the Seven of Swords, is now pulling in, making, trying to influence your decision. Look at the crows. Wow. Is there 5 crows? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but he killed one. What the hell? He killed a crow. Or a crow. I mean, maybe he didn't. Maybe it looks like he did. This could be someone who has a reputation. I feel like has a reputation for, I feel like being rude, number one. I feel like doesn't have consideration of others. So they do what they want and justify it any way they feel necessary. There's not a lot of sorrow for their actions. And I have to say, I also feel like Seven of Swords is about healing all that. I don't feel like this person is healing. I feel like this person is still in it. I'm noticing that light, and it's almost like maybe doing what he needs to do, but there feels like there were alternatives. Anyway, this is of your past, and this is what some of you are focused on. And maybe you need to know this person doesn't feel like there's change. It just doesn't feel that way to me. But it's pulling you in. You got to be careful of that with that crescent moon. There's things you don't know. Maybe he did do it. This is someone who's very cunning with their words. Like, I don't know, no compassion. But I guess if you can defend that, the only way I can defend it is to say that they also didn't have that. They didn't grow up that way. It's not an atmosphere that they were around. This is just what they've lived. But you can't change that. You can't heal that because they don't want to heal. They don't want to change. Wow, look at that. Look, two swords just dropped out of my hands like that. Look at that. All of a sudden, I'm noticing now your energy is coming this way, no longer towards him or her. They don't want to change. They don't see their ways as being wrong. They may tell you they do. And I feel like their apologies are half-assed. I feel like I got a little boy in a man's body. And they got a long way to go. And listen, I just feel like saying also, I feel like this is karmic. I feel like this person's purpose is to add interference. You came up against someone else who has a soul contract in your life, and their job, whether you like it or not, was to it's almost to put it was to put maybe a roadblock up, like I don't know, maybe it was a pretty boy. I don't know. Something drew you in. Something still draws you in. And I do have the energy of bad boy. But they are not going to change. Um, it's like it's their purpose. Not just for you. You know what I mean? It's not like, okay, I just gotta destroy their lives. Some of you stayed longer than you had to. And why did you do that? Because you weren't making a decision. Because you got right into that fight. You got into that fight with them and you stayed there. And maybe you're just now coming out of that. You got in that fight mentality. You took it on. And now you gotta let it go. Ace of Wands. This is your final card. And it couldn't be more beautiful. This is about movement forward. I always notice the 6 jewels on the wand. And it reminds me of repeat energy, of a love that has gone and now is re-entering for some. I don't know how it's going to play out, but it's going to play out similar to the World Fair. Whether it's an atmosphere like that or it's that energy. And it's 2 people very similar. Well, I'm not going to repeat it all. She had a choice. She could have said yes, she could have said no. She said yes. And because she said yes, here it comes again in all its glory. Don't expect that it's just, I feel like that rush of love, it's going to come. It's going to hit you. It's going to overtake you. But he had to persuade her. He worked so hard at persuading her. Look at this. I just looked under his card. He has the Nine of Cups. He's going to make his dreams come true. Period. This is someone who's got he has their shit together. This is someone who, is not focused on their past. They're not. And this is someone who wants love. This is someone who's looking for love. They are looking for love. They're ready for love. And so it is. Judgment Day. Rebirth. I always feel ascended family in here and their influence over decisions, choices. This is healing. The little child's coming out. Look at that. The inner child's coming back. I also love they have the King. Oh man, here I go. There's just card after card. King Cups. I'm saying that because could very well be a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. But what I like about it is I have the Queen. I have the Queen of Cups here. And this is past energy, whether this is you, them, wherever you fit in the spread. This is a past energy, and here's the King. And I feel like the King is, for some of you, it's you. And for others, this is the person coming in. So this is energy of feeling steady, being steady. I feel like, I don't feel like this person is rich, but that means nothing because this person is rock steady. Not only are they rock steady, but with the King of Cups and the Nine of Cups, it's showing me that this is someone who just has an open heart. Like, honestly, with this Nine of Cups, I feel like this person is so ready for love. And, they're not like, okay, I'm going to look around every corner. No, they're open to the energy finding them and them finding the energy, that connection. And then putting in whatever work it takes. Because his objective is to win your heart. This is a beautiful path that's opening up. Card is Sagittarius for some, but it's a beautiful path. I love how the wings are spread wide open. It's almost like the angels just coming down, asking you to drink from the cup so that this new chapter can open up. The timing. It's time. And it's weird? When I hit the Chinese singing bowl, it reminded me of like a Big Ben, like a gigantic clock, and it being the clock is being striked, and it's time. This is all about divine timing. Divine timing, right? This is spiritual energy. This is angels. These are spirit guides This is your team, your entourage, you can call them. Call them your entourage. Because that's truly what they are. They each have different job titles. It's time. And I have to say, when I was shuffling the deck, these two cards came out by themselves, and this came out. They came out together, so I took 4 cards on your top line, and I'm so happy that the ace was with that, because it's showing me, this is awareness. This is having passion back in your life, not because someone else put it there, but because you're allowing it now. It's just letting that passion rise up within you, yourself. It's full. Whatever lies ahead, I look forward to it. I'm excited about it. I'm throwing caution to the wind. Maybe I'll just say yes, right? Say yes. I have no clue what time it is or how long we've been recording. Let me look real quick. Oh, just an hour. I'm like, just an hour. Okay, let me see if I pick anything else up. Two and two, 4. About stability, right? You're moving to a period in your life where stability, you're feeling it. You're able to feel it. You're able to experience it. For some of you, there could certainly be job opportunities, right? Things that may have you moving. They may come up quickly. There may be offers that come up, opportunities. I do feel like they're coming up because of your own hard work. And I do feel like for some of you, there is definitely recognition. So there's people recognizing, perhaps it's your boss, recognizing your own effort that you put into things. And I do feel like, it's funny because now I feel like that, I do feel like you're moving up. And I do feel like learning is part of it. Whether it's learning new skills to add to your existing. Some of you may be moving into a different type of field. Something you're much more passionate about. Definitely. Something you're much more passionate about. And something that you don't know everything about yet, but you are learning. I have a lot of energy about you learning things that deeply benefit you. And not just spiritually, but in your 3D world. And they give, there's a sense of, I'm thinking of that high priestess again and her floating on that white feather. It's almost like she's just telling you to take that ride. It's white, it's pure, you can trust it. You've been going after something, especially when it has to do with your 3D world. I feel like it will come to you. It's coming to you. But there is a change. For some of you, there's a change that's going to be made, whether it's by your choice or it's just universal. But for many of you, it is about moving toward your own passions now. I feel like some of you have really been struggling financially. And some of you, it may, this struggle could have certainly been enhanced by somebody leaving or you having to leave. This is the energy of feeling left out in the cold. But I often feel like it hits me, where it hits me where my finances lie. Like it hits me, it's hard. It's a difficult time. It wasn't a time of money just flowing, right? Some of you could certainly been talking about holidays too, the struggle over. But, but, brighter days are coming. Brighter days are coming. I feel like Capricorn, one of your messages is don't be afraid to say yes. Even if you don't know where it's going, if it gives you this feeling within yourself of, if it stirs that passion within you, then of course it's always your choice, right? But this is about following that. This is about optimistic energy, and this is about what I portray forward, which then is as how my path, I see a path like this is developing, and it's my energy of either optimism or pessimism that builds, that creates this path. And I feel like this is where you're at. This is the movement into it. This is the fall. This is optimistic energy. And this is it's almost like that path is just developing. Um, but I feel like, if you've been hurting financially too, I feel like there's something coming in for you. Hmm. Um, I feel like it's weird. I just picked up the energy of people who have, and I always forget the name of it, seasonal disorder, the change of seasons up in the northeast where I'm at. It's, we have very short days right now, and it definitely weighs on you. And I feel like it's just saying, be aware of that. Okay, there's no worry over it. But I feel like there's things I can do. So when the sunlight is available, take advantage of it. But I'm really feeling my throat chakra right now, and I'm on this Queen of Swords. Hmm. Okay. I don't know. I'm going to bring out the Royal card, and I'm just going to clarify a little bit. I feel like the messages are plenty. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry, I don't think I showed you the top card. Love who you are. You are a divine and wonderful person, deserving all of the wonderful things that life has to offer. Well, absolutely. Let's look at that energy. She's creating her own. Hmm. I just feel like this is saying that, you just got to remember who you are. And you're not small. Are you small in human form? Well, maybe, but you're conscious. And we're one. And I don't know. It's like you feel like you're not seen. People don't see me. where you're not seeing yourself. You're not seeing yourself for who you really are, who you truly are. These experiences, maybe this wasn't your exact experience, but don't think that you haven't had many of them, right? But this definitely feels like creating my own energy here. Get out of your head this month. Get into your heart and into your soul. Your inner child. Be playful this month. Let those burdens down that you've been hanging on to and hanging on to. And, maybe you're trying to come up with a solution to them, but maybe there just is none. Maybe it just is what it was, is what it is. I'm reminded of that energy down here where the universe is literally moving someone out of your life, and it feels rough. It feels tender, tender as in sore. And you may not have clarity over that, but I don't know. I just feel like maybe you're not meant to. Like, not everything has to be solved. And if you let it go and live in the present moment, there's things unfolding for you. Okay. So I think I'm just going to take a few cards on this side and a few cards on that side. Well, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Swords, the Queen and the King. The Hermit and the Princess of Cups. So I have the Queen and the King. This is a couple. This is definitely him, the King, sent in the message to the Queen, very clear. I always love in this card. This is the Cosmic Tarot, by the way. Is we have the Lover's card right behind her. So, Gemini, yes, and we have a lot of energy of Gemini. Divine love. Head or heart decision. Her sword is completely at rest against her chest. So she knows what she wants. This energy comes in, and I feel like, it's so funny because I feel like this is explaining the energy as it comes in. Again, so it may not be like an automatic, you may not say yes right away, or you may not know what to do about it, right? I feel with the Princess of Cups, the princess is receiving that offer, and she's in a very playful type of energy. Um, she wants that cup. And it just is light and playful. We have the Hermit, possibly card Virgo for some. This is searching for inner guidance on our way. Definitely feel like, here is that's above, so below connection. I feel like this is like moving through the night sky. The night sky directs me. This is also you now taking your light, your inner light, and now you shining it. So you're shining it for others through your experiences. And in some way, somehow, you're helping others, whether intentionally or it just comes along with it. Listen, this is your divine light that you're carrying, and it's being activated. But it's through you seeking it that the activation is received. So I feel like if I wasn't seeking it, the activation, though it's still there, the light maybe not, right? So the light's not there. Still my inner light. But I don't feel the connection. And I have to remember that it's that connection that is my direction, like the night sky. So whether this is, I mean, I have the couple here. And I feel like for some, this female, I feel a friendship. So for some of you, there's a friendship here. There's a friendship. It may not be like, we're best friends, but it's more than acquaintances. Um, and it might just be casual friends, but I feel like, again, because I feel like there's hidden treasures, not just within items, but within people. So for some of you, there's a friendship that could certainly develop, and maybe it's Gemini. I'm saying so much Gemini. We also have Virgo, you know, um, energy of Pisces here. Okay, let's move to the other side. I guess the readings aren't going to be shorter if I'm just giving more and more messages, right? All right, so with the Nine of Swords, it's almost like I hate showing you this card because I don't want you to feel that energy. But maybe by seeing it, you realize what you're allowing yourself to live in. This is the energy of feeling out of sorts, not being able to shut my mind down. This happened in the last 2 nights. I was exhausted and I could not sleep. And I go nuts when that happens. That's the energy I'm feeling ugh, I feel like I'm going nuts. I don't need that though. There is absolutely no purpose to it in my life, and I have created it. Now, that doesn't mean that people haven't hurt me and all that stuff. But what it's saying is, I'm hanging on to it for whatever the reason, and I'm hanging on to it hard. Sometimes you just have to get up and move. Sometimes you just have to get up and move. Move yourself. I don't know why I feel like, check out the, wow, I feel the energy of all these swords. I can feel that. Okay, let's look at this. This is the energy of fear. It could be the fear of things being repeated, right? Same lesson over and over and over and over again, right? Feeling the sting of it, but never the solution of it. Yet, I'm putting myself in those circumstances. I need to recognize that I am putting myself within certain circumstances time and time again and getting the exact same results. And that will never change. It will never change. So you need to be aware of this energy. The Three of Wands again. Completely the opposite type of energy. What's in between? The Four of Swords. This is about taking the time I need. Whenever you move forward here is the right time. This isn't saying I need to move forward by January 16th. Whenever you move forward, it's the right time. I often feel this is the energy of praying. I feel like it's tradition. I feel like for some of you, this is energy of want. Like, I feel like what you want is certain things, certain traditions within your life, and you're not finding them, within the connection of someone else, even within a position. I'm thinking of the Eight of Swords, and I'm thinking how within the Eight of Swords, I have the opportunity to get myself out of the situation that will bring me back to the Nine of Swords again. So that opportunity was there and probably will be again in whatever format. Meant to be. It's almost like I don't know, it's like a revolving wheel, and it comes around. It like has your solution or your movement forward, and you know sometimes you're like nope, so it goes around. You just have to wait for it to come back around, and this time you can jump on. I hope that made sense. Optimism, energy, connection, letting go of the way things need to be, and just opening up to the universal energy, living in my 3D for right now, guys. There's a lot of experiences coming up with soulmates and great opportunities. I mean, you are climbing that mountain and you are going to reach that top. You're starting at the bottom, but don't look at the bottom as a bad place to be. It's a great place to be because your adventure just waiting. Choose love. It doesn't just mean romantic love. Love of yourself, love of what you do, right? Some of you are moving towards something that you really have wanted to do. Something that I feel like you'll get lost in, and that's going to be so beneficial for you. It's just one of many things. It is the story of your life. But this time you get to see, it's like the last journey, right? The last lifetime, not lifetime, I don't want to say, the last time period has been heavy, hard. Sometimes like she's seeing the energy of the Fool. So here, I gotta let this chapter close. Remember, the Fool was emerging from that. Let the year go. Take only what I need. Playful energy. Someone is wanting to live in this way. You're wanting to move towards creativity, working for yourself, doing what you love. Gotta take a chance. I often feel the Fool is good luck. You have the Wheel here. So you have lucky energy following you. Look at that butterfly. That butterfly's on at the top, right? So there's just different things at every point. Love this energy. We're going to get there moment by moment. This is about past lives coming together. But this is not about us needing to dig any further. This is now about allowing the energy to come in, feel it, and move with it. Not always questioning it, right? Allow myself to experience new things, new people. Some may be friends. It feels like everyone's a soulmate, though. And I'm reminded of the beginning of this, here's passion, just like your last card, like boom, yeah, set me free. This is awareness. Moment by moment, step by step. Not walking backwards, you're walking forwards. Love who you are, experience who you are. That's what I really feel with this card. I feel like she's experiencing, allowing herself to experience energy, taking it in, and just look at that. All different types. This is who you are and your ability. I just want to look in the bottom of the deck. I have the Prince of Pentacles. So, the Prince of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles over here. I have a lot of energy of learning new things, experiencing new things, going in new directions, not feeling so worried about it, not feeling weighed down by decisions, but taking chances. Create the type of life you want, right? This is all about creating one's own life and just easing into the joy. Moment by moment. Love is going to open up in a lot of different ways this month. So, and I'm seeing a lot of twos and threes. I could certainly talk about February, March. Definitely winter. I definitely feel that. If you're in the southern hemisphere, well, you still call it winter, wouldn't you? Yeah. Okay, guys. I think I'm going to leave it there. This is the type of spread you could probably read all day. But I feel like the messages that need to come out came out, and I loved it. I loved it. So definitely leave me your opinion on what you thought of the spread. I know I don't show the cards enough, and I feel like I will get into that more, as this is really the second time I've done this spread. And I can already tell that it's going to be something that I'm going to want to do often. I like variety too, and I like to give you variety. So let me know what you thought of it. This is January, so I definitely want to thank everyone for such an amazing 2018. I want to thank you for being there for me. Many of you know I've experienced some very difficult things, and just the love you poured out for me got me through. So thank you. Thank you so much. I want to thank you for your donations for 2018. It is truly what allows this channel to stay alive. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how other channels do it if they don't. Um, so thank you. It also, I feel it in my heart because I feel like if you do give like a donation, then you must have connected to the reading too. So I love that we seem to be connecting more and more and more. Um, and I hope for 2019 we just continue to grow and the messages become even more beautiful. And our clarity just continues to open up. We're doing this together. This is our journey, not just mine. I thank you for allowing me to read the cards. It is my creativity. It is what I love to do. I can't do it without you. So thank you so much. Okay, guys, you know, just go out there and knock them dead. Like, knock them dead. Go for it. Go for it. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.